Hey everyone, Dr. Kalpna Ranadive here, founder of Vedic Align, Vedic Dental and Health Alchemy, which is a non-profit organization where we help veterans, seniors, caretakers, children, and anyone who has pain using some of the Ayurvedic treatment management protocols and guiding them towards their own self-healing journey. Click on the link below and you'll be able to find more details about it. So today, I'm going to talk about what is Pitru Paksha and why you need to know about it. Pitru Paksha is literally the fortnight of ancestors. It is 16 days in a lunar Hindu calendar where homage is paid to ancestors named as the Pitra, and Pitra means father. Gratitude is paid to ancestors for being in our life in the past. Say thank you because we wouldn't be here without you. The homage is usually paid through food offerings and following certain rituals on a daily basis during this fortnight. The Pitru Paksha begins the day after Ganesha festival ends on a full moon day called the Shradha Purnima. It lasts for about 16 days, ending in Mahalaya Amavasya, and immediately the Navratri begins and then the Kojagari Purnima happens after that. The significance of these events I will speak about in the another video. But for this video, I'll focus on why you need to understand about the Pitru Paksha more from your health and body point of view. Now, if you go on the internet, everywhere you'll find why these 16 days are important. And in India, it's literally the zero business or stop business. Do not do anything important during this time. And there's a lot of fear that's been associated with these 16 days. A lot of times people will end up doing the ritual just out of fear because they don't want to be cursed by the ancestors. But there is a lot more mystical depth and reasons why these 16 days are important in our life. Now, the Pitru Paksha has been followed for thousands of years, and no invader, including the British, could stop the Indians from following these Pitru Paksha. That's how important and powerful these days are being considered. Now, whether you believe in these ancient rituals or you just brush them off as the 16 superstitious days in the year, there is a health significance behind these 16 days. And if you understand the health reasons why you need to pay attention to these 16 days, you'll be able to tap into a natural process that's already happening on the outside of the body as well as inside of the body to transform your health into a good future disease-free body. So let's understand how Pitru Paksha has a direct influence onto your body. So Pitru Paksha happens around the fall season where if you pay attention outside, Mother Nature is already beginning to get ready for the winter. And how is she doing that? You'll start seeing more of the shedding leaves. There's more windy chill in the air. You'll see a more rise in the hurricane season, which will kind of go in and destroy everything on its path. And there is generally a shutting down or slowing down of growth within the plants already. And so if you're a gardener or even just growing herbs in your pots, you will realize that they're not growing as quickly as they used to grow in summertime. So there's already a change happening on the outside. What's happening on the inside of the body is that it is beginning to mimic what's happening on the outside in preparation of the winter weather conditions. As the fall season comes in and the leaves are shedding on the outside, a lot of cells inside the body are also slowing down and getting ready to be shed out. So the ancient ancestral Vedic gurus very masterfully were able to pinpoint the timing based on the lunar calendar as to what's happening on the outside and at the same time how it's happening on the inside, and they called it the Pitru Paksha. So Pitru is in Sanskrit called as father. So every human body has 50% of masculine and feminine energy, and Pitru is the father or the masculine energy. Just like in the Chinese, you'll find the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. In the ancient Vedic culture, there's a big emphasis on the masculine, which is called as the Purush, and the feminine, which is called as the Prakriti, also known as the Mother Nature. So the Pitru Paksha is really the homage to the masculine energy, masculine old cells that are coming out of the body during these 15 days. Traditionally, In India, elder son or the man of the house would go in and do these rituals more from the paying the homage to the ancestors. But what's happening inside the body really is the masculine part is shedding during the Pitru Paksha, and then the next 15 days that come in after this, which is called as the Matru Paksha, which is also the same time as the Navratri, the feminine side of the body is detoxing. In human beings, this is the fortnight where we are shedding massive number of old cells, old junk, old things in preparation of winter and the new growth that is about to begin. So what you do, what you eat, how you behave during these 16 days is going to have a massive impact, not just in the coming months, but also as you keep on growing older and aging. So in order for you to have a healthier aging process, a healthier journey towards your old age, you have to pay attention to every fortnight per year of this Pitru Paksha, because it is the time when the body is shedding the old. Why is the shedding of the cells so important? So think about it. Unless the old goes out, the new cannot come in. So unless the old cells leave the body, unless the old toxins and the dirt and the junk that has been accumulated, not just at your body level, but also at your subtle level, your energy level, your mind, body, emotion, wisdom level as well. So the layers, the subtle body layers, wherever there is accumulation of toxins and blockages are getting shed off. The older layers are getting shed off during this time. So whether you're paying attention to this or not, it's already happening. And how you can tap into this process is really what this Pitru Paksha is all about. So there's a lot of fear, a lot of restrictions that are put in during this time, or sometimes for scientific reasons, but a lot of times for unnecessary reasons. What my objective through this video would be to at least drop down some of the fear associated with Pitru Paksha and understand that it's not something that you should fear, but embrace it. So when they say don't do any business during these 16 days, there is some health truth to it. So think about it. If your body is shedding cells and shedding off a lot of junk and old stuff out of the body, even your brain cell is throwing off the old cells out of the body. So technically, energetically, as well as physically, the brain and the body is not really at its highest performance state. So if you make big decisions like getting married or buying something new or investing in something major during this time, the chances are you are going to make some mistakes along the way. So not doing something major during these 15 days makes automatic sense. And also think about it, if your body is shedding, it actually needs more of a rest. And what you eat, what you do becomes an important aspect. So rather than wasting your energy on something that's major, which may take out your attention and stress you out and even probably block out your process of natural shedding and detoxification of the body, you may be actually sabotaging it. So what the ancestors did was just created this festival of 16 days of a fortnight, and they said just don't do anything because your body's already shedding and doing a whole lot of things. So just rest and relax and focus on how you can help and support the body in what it's already doing, which is cleaning you out for the preparation of winter. So let me give you an overview of what you should do and should not do during the Pitru Paksha. So you actually support the body in what it's already doing and not sabotage it from making the wrong choices. Let's begin with the water. Typically, when the body is shedding and things are going out, there's obviously, conceptually, you can understand that there's a lot of junk that's coming out and that needs to be thrown out. So drinking water, specifically warm to hot water during this time, is very, very important because it helps body flush things out faster and quicker without it getting accumulated or backlogged. So think about it. If your drain or the sink is clogged, by putting in hot water, you'll be able to unclog that drain or sink faster. Similarly, inside the body, when the body is shedding off some of these cells, they're mostly coming out of your excretory tracts, like your poop cycle, your urine cycle, your sweating, and your breathing channels. So those are the 4 excretory channels inside the body. So you want to make sure everything is flowing and things are not getting clogged. So warm to hot water becomes very, very important. The next thing that you have to remember, that this entire month actually is a month to be simple. Don't get exuberant, don't get lavish in trying to do some things, even from investment point of view, even from health point of view. Keep things absolutely simple. So simple lifestyle would also include eating simple food. So the typical food that's not recommended during this time is meat, alcohol, anything that will make your body acidic. And in some people who are really looking at it from a spiritual enhancement point of view, no onion, no garlic, that sort of a food is what is recommended during this time. The other thing that is recommended during these 16 days is eating a combination of rice, black sesame seeds to be precise, ghee, and barley flour. Those are the standard foods which would really help you detoxify the body quickly at that time. The only day that you would not eat the rice and the barley would be on the day of Ekadashi, which is the 11th day of the lunar cycle. And I'll make another video regarding the Ekadashi in another section, and you can understand why not. So just keep an eye on that particular day. All the other days, this is a very good food for you to eat. The other kinds of food that you can also incorporate are rice, dal, non-gassy vegetables. Fruits are okay, milk, especially milk and rice, something called as kheer in India is very good. Nuts. To keep it simple, if you follow the Indian diet, then the vrata diet, the fasting diet, is typically a good diet to have, keeping it simple, and that would be helpful. Meat is usually considered to be a no-no during this time, partly because if your body is shedding, you don't want to overload it with something that is going to require body's energy to digest it. So stay away from meat. Liquor, of course, dehydrates you, so it is going to mess around with the water trying to flush things out. So staying away from liquor and alcohol obviously makes sense over there. You can also do is incorporate gold water, or wear a lot of gold jewelry if you're a female. Even if you're a man, just wearing a gold chain, you would be able to benefit from the immunity building properties of gold. Daily, as the body is shedding, you'll find that there's a lot of stuff coming out onto the tongue as well, and that's an easier way for you to just look in the mirror. So using a copper tongue cleaner would help you. Doing oil pulling, or rinsing your mouth with salt and water, that would also help you clean out the beginning of the digestive system. I want to emphasize there is a lot of fear associated with these 16 days in the lunar calendar, that there is some evil energy during this time that you need to get rid of. I want you to turn that focus away from the fear in towards your body and really appreciate what's happening inside the body. And what's happening is the old cells which were there in the body, which have already nourished you and helped you for so many years, are now shedding off, and you're saying thank you for being there for me for all these years and supporting me and keeping me healthy, but it's time for you to go, and hence I'm letting you go. But at the same time, you should feel happy that the body is shedding these old cells so that the new cells can grow inside your body, and you have one more year of opportunity to reverse some of the disease, to prevent some of the disease, and just create a more healthier lifestyle, because knowledge is power. And when you start incorporating these simple steps, you would be able to tap into the wonderful process the Mother Nature is already helping you with. So this was the overall gist of the Pitru Paksha, what you need to do and what you should not do. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.